Welcome. This video is going to focus on the final presentation for our cabin elevations. This should be the final artboard on our architectural drawing template. First thing we can go through and do is complete the title block in the bottom right. This should be in a sans serif typeface, all in uppercase and roughly 2mm to 3mm in height. Main thing to note is our scale has changed to 1 to 100 from our floor plan. We do want to arrange the 4 elevations on the one sheet, and VCAR stipulates that it is common for architectural drawings to show 1 or more plans per sheet and 1 or more elevations per sheet. With elevations, they should be arranged where practical on a common ground line and the elevations positioned relative to a common or shared corner. And what that meaning is, the ground line continues all the way throughout. I've just gone through and divided that at the moment. Where the common corner comes into play is, if we go around that corner, we should be seeing the western elevation. So that's why the west is positioned to the west of the northern elevation. And likewise, the shared corner for the southern elevation here should be the east, and so that's why it's positioned there. So we should never see the south and the north on the same line. I've added a few more details to my design, which I'll go through shortly. And last of all, while we're on this board, let's have a look at the dimensions. So your floor plan will have an incredible amount of dimensions. Our elevations can be pared back a little bit more. We really just want to indicate where the floor line would be from the ground, the overall height of the walls, and how much it might transition. So we're knowing this pitch is another metre high at that far end, so at 4.5 metres. And that's sufficient for the dimensioning of our elevations. I've gone through and just included a roof, structure to the elevations. But first of all, I've started off creating a little deck that surrounds it, and then providing some support to that. So some stumps, and also where that might be concreted in terms of the foundation. You can just be using the rectangle boxes for all these. Right above the deck, I've also included the roof, and so generally you're going to want that to be aligned as well, and that's just using a rectangle tool once again. Rectangles the roof system might come a little bit more complex where we have our pitch. So using the rectangle and then tilting it has its problems. So you might find that you want to select the top line, which I'll just recreate a roof here, copy and paste it, and then what you can be doing from there is going to transform and then scaling that to whatever you want it to be. In this case, let's go 120%. And then from there, you can be copying that and then just filling it in, so then we have that roof pitch. But we do want to have some sort of structure to it, so you're going to need to have these rafters, purlins, and then the corrugated iron on top of that. Once we have that complete, then we're just going through and copying that design onto that next artboard, or in this case, onto my final. And then rotating it. This must have been one where it's still at a scale of 1 to 50, and so I'd be scaling that down. Arrange that, and so they all align, as presentation is a key focus of this last page. Thanks very much.